Today we're going to focus on how to create price tags or edit price tags. We are, as usual, on the main menu. Let's look for that screen. And you can see right here customer letters and price tags. And we're talking about price tags in this video, but customer letters are the same. Infinity X allows you to create customized letters with all kinds of merge fields that can give you really personalized letters. The same way with price tags. Basically, anything that we have that we've captured in Infinity X can be transferred to a letter or a price tag. I'll show you a little later. I'll show you a list of a lot of the different items that can be plugged into these things. So let's start with bringing up the screen here. And it's going to give you right away um, the things that are out here. We are going to focus on price tags and not letters. So down here in the bottom right-hand corner, I'm going to change this to price tags. First, let me explain. Infinity X gives you a lot of flexibility in your price tag. You don't need third-party software. You don't need to do anything fancy. You can create as many price tags as you want, and you can create the background, graphics, and like I said, plug in almost anything that's in Infinity X. It's nice to be able to have different price tags for different events that look completely different and really call attention to the merchandise on the floor. All you really need is a color printer, um, usually a laser, color laser printer that can print these things off. And so let's get started here. I'm gonna highlight here a tag that was made earlier, our medium test 10 tag. Let's see. To create a new tag, you come down here, add new document, and this screen comes up, and now you see that there's three ways we can create a new tag. We can start with a blank document, and that would just, and again, this is going to be working off an 8.5 by 11 piece of regular white paper, or colored paper if you want to use colored paper, but an 8.5 by 11. So you can have anything that you can fit on an 8.5 by 11. You can use as a pot price tag. So you can have one that's full size, the entire sheet. You can fold the sheet in half and have a tag that's half the size. And what we allow you to do when you're folding is you can print on the front and the back of the tag. One of the standards that people tend to use is a four-fold. So if you take an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and fold it in four, we'll print you a front and a back, and it slips right into one of the envelopes on the floor. And those envelopes are used pretty standard, that they fit 8.5 by 11 sized variations in them. Okay, so let's start. You could either start with a blank document, and that would be there's just white. And what that's good for is if you have pre-printed paper already with your own graphics on it, you just need to plug in some things. You can use that. We certainly recommend that you just let the system do it and print it on like I said, a color laser printer, because you're going to have a lot more flexibility. You're going to be able to change your tags. You're not going to have the expense of paying for pre-printed paper that's perforated. There's a lot of benefits to using it as it works. So the second way is you can start with a copy of a document from Infinity X. And so if I click on that one, and I click over here, can start with one of the existing documents already, and it will bring that up, and you can make your changes to that document. And the third way is if you already have, let's say, some graphics you've created, um, and the rest of it's blank, you can start with a copy of a document you created in Microsoft. If you click on locate, you can go find it and bring it in. For uh, for any of these, if it's a new tag, you're going to want to name it down here. Give it whatever name you want, and it will be saved, and it will then show in this list when you're done for future use. We're not going to create a new tag today. We're going to show you in this because the new tags take time to create. The nice thing is once you create it, it's always there. You only have to do it once. But what we're going to do is we're going to take an existing tag and we are going to edit it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to escape out of here, and again I'm going to highlight this medium-sized tag, the medium test tag, and here it is. It's in Edit Word Document. Well, before I get off of this screen, down here, if I click on here, which is View Field Definitions, it's going to give me an Excel sheet of all of the items that you can bring in. There we go. All of these different field names are things that you can put into a mail merge and bring them onto the tag. So you can have as much or as little on a tag as you want. And the nice thing is once those things are in there, it'll go whatever SKU you're putting the tag for. It'll go on Infinity X and grab the proper information, populate the tag. So we'll come back to that in a minute. Let's go back to our tag. And what we're going to do is we are going to edit the Word document. And you're getting a nice little message here that's saying that in Infinity, we don't want you to save the document in Word. Once you're finished with it, we want you to save it. This square down here, this button will open up for you once you're ready to save something. We want you to save it in Infinity X instead. So we have it, and we can bring it up for you whenever you need. Let's start here. Again, you have your choice of price tag or customer letter. We chose price tag. Let's edit the document. And what it's doing now is it's going to go out and open a Word document, the Word document that tag is on. It's probably a good idea to have Word closed when you start doing this. You see down here, it's already gone out and it's opened up Word. So here it is. Here's the tag that's already existing. You see all of the graphics here. Those are pre-done, and so if you were creating a new tag and you recall this, all you would have is these blue, outlines, and then you would fill in all the pieces in here. So you can see there's a lot of pieces on this tag, and it would take a good amount of time to do it. But again, once you have it, you're probably not going to touch it for years. You're just going to have it out there. All of these are mail merge documents. Again, those are items that can be pulled in from here. Here. There it is. Okay. So again, you control where all of these things go. You can, let's say that, and you can control basically anything in here. So let's say that here's where it's going to give us a header for the extended warranty and our note, let's say, for the extended warranty. Let's say that you thought that was really important. So you can go in there, you can make that as large as you want, and that's the way it'll print on the tag. You can move things around if you wanted, let's say if you wanted this to be indented, you can do that. Don't. I'm just giving you an example here. So let me kind of go over what we're showing on this tag. If you look up here, I'm putting in the script. This is going to show the comparison price up here, the starting price. Here's going to be the actual retail price we're selling it at now. That's the big print there. We're showing the SKU. We're showing descriptions, the article number, the color. What these are doing is it's picking up the first 4 lines of um, of description on the tag. And underneath here where it says promo, we're picking up the promotion number. So if you this SKU was in a promotion, it would show it right here for the salesperson in case they needed to enter it somewhere or look it up. We've got some other things down here. One is nice is that we have the barcode. So if you're going to inventory or if you use scanners, your salespeople use scanners. It'll give you the kit SKU here, which is some of you call it a group SKU. Over here in this red box is giving you the spiff code, so you can let your salespeople know if there's a spiff on this item. Over on the back, we've got the back of the tag, and again, you can see how this would fold, and you would have one part on the front and this part on the back. On this part, we're bringing in all of the kit SKUs or the SKUs that make up the group. So if somebody wanted to purchase it by itself, one of these items, you have the price right there. They don't have to go look it up. And then we have the warranty information, and I'm not sure what was in this area. Down here we have the vendor ID. And so you can see, and we put the date, so you know when what day that this tag was changed on the floor. Now, up here, and I'm not a mail merge person, but I've learned enough to maybe be a little dangerous. If I click on mailings, you can see these are the things that are going to call the items from the tag. If I come up here and click preview results, now it's showing me what the tag is going to look like on the floor. You can see that we compare to price, even though it's the same as this one, where this is just a sample. And the actual price, descriptions. There was no description on this, so it's just showing what the header is on those. If there was a description, it would give different benefits, let's say, of this Sony 51-inch plasma TV. On the back, you would have all the different elements of the kit, and so you could sell any of them separately. And here's the warranty information, and this says installations are available. As for details, here's your vendor number down here. So I'm going to show you how to change something on here. And what I'm going to do, let's get out of here first and go back to these things. I'm going to, let's say I don't want to show the vendor number on this one, so I'm just going to delete it. But instead of the vendor number, I want to show the name of the vendor. So let's go back to my list of things that I have, and I looked this up prior, so I know which one it is. And that's this one here, this T vendor NAM is going to show the actual vendor name. So let's see if I can find that. So let's see, go back to my mailings, and here's where I'm going to insert a merge field. So if I click here, I have to find that one. There's a lot, as you can see, there's a lot of them here, a lot of items you can bring onto the tag, and if there's anything that's not here, you can always let us know, and we can add it to this for you. Okay, so I missed, should I skip by it here? There it then NAM. So you can see it populated it here. Let's say I think that's something that's really important. And so I am also going to say that, you know what, I would like that to be bigger. You know what, that takes it off of the page, so I'm going to bring that up here. Let's see if I can do this. Looks like it's not quite fit. Maybe I don't make it that big. Let's go down to here. So there. Okay, still bigger than it was, but not too big. Okay, so what's that going to look like? Again, let's go to mailings. Let's go here to preview results. And there we go. Vendor ID, it's going to be Sony Electronics now. And that's what's going to print on that tag. So you can see this is, once you have a tag made, it's really not that hard to change it. And again, you're going to have these beautiful tags. You can have one for, if you have the same sale every year, you can make a special tag, different colors, just around with graphics around that sale. It'll be in here, and you can use it every year. If you do circulars, you can do that. I mean, it's really a neat tool to have. Let's see. Let me get out of here. And again, we're not saving it in Word. We're going back now into Infinity, and we are going to save the document right here. Right? It does take it a few seconds to do this because there's an awful lot in there that it's recalling. It looks like it's done now. All right, we're making no other changes here, so we're going to say OK. And we now have this tag has now been modified. And again, if you were making a new tag, you would go out to those fields, design what you want, and pop them in there until you're satisfied with it. You got everything that you want in there. And you would have that. And that is how we make tags and edit them. There'll be a different video showing how to print tags. So I don't want to make this one too much longer than it needs to be, but that will be, look for that one. Okay? Thank you.